Welcome. Welcome to my first installation to my new channel, Normie Nonsense. Now, what is Normie Nonsense? This channel is here to celebrate us, normal Americans, not celebrities, not the ultra rich, but to celebrate us and that we as normal American people have fun, exciting, interesting, adventurous, crazy lives. Probably even more exciting than the stars since we have to do it all ourselves. We do all the travel arrangements, we do all the planning, we do everything. We're just the normies, but we have exciting lives. In this channel, I plan on sharing some funny stories, sad stories, romantic stories, and I'm sharing them twofold. I was kind of inspired here lately. I've been seeing on the reels on like YouTube and Facebook and whatnot, interviews with people from like the 1940s or 50s that were like over 100, and so they remember so much stuff from the 19th century, and it's just fascinating. And I thought, why don't we, diaries used to be a thing, and people used to write journals and diaries, and that's so much of what we have of history was from diary entries. And I thought, this is the modern diary, recording ourselves. And so I want to record this, obviously for my child. I have one son, and for his kids, so that they have they know what grandma looked like and sounded like and what her mannerisms were like as she told these stories. So I'm saving it for posterity, for my family, for me. So maybe when I'm old, I can have a reminder of things that I used to do. And also, like I said at the beginning, celebrating normal people lives. That just because we're not a Kardashian, we're not some other famous person, doesn't mean that we are not exciting and cool and pretty and do fun things and have amazing ideas, or have just great days or crappy days, and we all can relate to it. So I just want a place that celebrates that, and maybe I can inspire you to start journaling if you don't want to record yourself because you feel awkward or whatever. Maybe writing down the stories now so that your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids have actual stories of what you were like when you were young. Okay, we'll start with the first story from mine. Oh, yeah, you can see I have clouds and a seagull hanging from my ceiling. Just your typical house here in very glamorous Dayton, Ohio. Okay, so here's my first story. When my son was younger, he played baseball, and he usually played spring, summer, but this particular year he was also playing fall ball. It was at a new field for us, and I was driving to his game. His dad had taken him to the game already, and I was meeting him there. And I pulled up to a light, and there was a bus who had just gone through the light in front of me, and there was a bus coming the other direction. So there's a bus on either side of the street, one going south, one going north. And I see a guy get off the bus on the one side and runs across the street to try and get on the other bus, okay? And the bus starts to pull off just as he's running up to the front, and he's running next to it, and he's banging on the side just like you see in the movies. And this bus takes off, and I was offended for him. I know they hurt him. And the guy throws up his arms, and you can tell he's just my life just got so much harder. So I was like, oh, I'm getting him on that bus. Mind you, my car is a mess. I have all the sports gear in my car. There's McDonald's bags, whatever. And I pull up to him, and I'm roll down the window. I said, get in the car. Now, mind you, he's I don't know, late 20-something-year-old dude. So it's not oh yeah, a mid 40-something woman is so threatening. But I was get in the car. And he's like, what? I said, I'm getting you on that bus. He's like, really? I'm like, yes. So he gets in the car, And I take off and I'm going, I'm following the bus to the next bus stop. Next bus stop comes, the bus is there. He gets out of my car. He starts running to the bus. Bus takes off again. He's pounding on the side of the bus. And I'm like, oh, this is personal now. Like, I'm taking it personal now. So I pull back up to him. I go, get back in the car. And he's like, what? I'm like, get back in the car. We are catching that bus. So I proceed to follow this bus and try to catch up with it through 3 more bus stops where there weren't enough people getting off and getting on for him to have time to get out and get on himself. Finally, we make it down to one of the bigger hubs, bigger stops downtown. And there's quite a few people that were waiting to get on. And so he gets out and he's like, man, lady, you just saved me 2.5 hours of my life. Thank you. And, it was fun. It was kind of like an exciting little adventure for me. And I knew I was helping somebody out. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I think we all have the power to do little things like that. It was on impulse. People were like, oh, that could have been dangerous. I'm like, man, he was just a guy trying to get home to his family. Man had on an HVAC company uniform. He's not going to kill me. He just wanted to get home. Anyway, welcome to the virgin viewing of my videos. I've got all kinds of things planned. I might do some art with you all. I'm an artist. Tell a bunch of funny stories. Got a whole bunch of those. Maybe do some classical music stuff and world music. Just expose people to things that they've never heard before. And thank you. Anyway, my name is Emily. Welcome to Normie Nonsense. And have a great day.